Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have a return to the Night Crew race for you guys tonight. As you can see here, we've got Hapra, one of the best in the world, if not the best. On top, we've got Yeehaw down here on the bottom left, and we have Axel Ryman on the bottom right. And there used to be a way for me to flip these around and make the whoever I wanted bigger, but I don't know if that works on this website anymore. But here we go. We're gonna go with we'll mess with the audios as we go, but everything looks good here. I just have to remember to turn up my audio if we do any discussion at the end for. Let's see here. Let's turn this. Actually, let me just turn it up right now for you guys. There we go. Okay. Looks good. I think I'm substantially louder than the audio, and then I'll turn this up more. Let's go here. Heck yeah, I should have grabbed a beer myself. I got water. I don't have a lot of water. Oh, I got enough. I got enough between 2 water bottles. I think it'll be good. As long as we're not on a 2.5 hour heater. Yeah, all right. Let me turn this game audio up a little bit more. That should be good. Okay. I think we're good. Got a quick mute and a quick... Yep. Let me make sure this audio is good here. Alright, so we can switch between audio as necessary. Should be good to go. Whenever you guys are ready. Alright. Oh, I have to... Hold on, wait. Don't go yet. Let me update my... my title and all that. Okay, there we go. Should be... Let me do a quick little refresh. On my view webpage. Okay, cool. Title's updated. Game is updated. We're good. We're good on the broadcast end, fellas. Whenever you're ready. All right. Alright, wishing the runners good luck, have fun, and let's not random into a soft lock. Alright. And we should be getting started here any second now. Yep, there we go. Warhorse key to lead it off. Not really much in that. Could come up. It does unlock an optional boss that does have a purple drop, so... We'll look out a nice waystone to start us off. That'll be handy if there's no waystones in the shop here. If you're not familiar with Ritual, if you are just tuning in for the first time, I do have like a primer on my YouTube channel. You can check that out in your spare time. It's only, I think it's only 2 hours long, which is pretty decent. It's shorter than some runs end up being. Tunic's an interesting piece of armor, not because of the defensive capabilities, but we can turn it in for some ingredients to potentially make some food. So we'll see if some of our runners remember that or not. Uh-oh, got a quality issue on the bottom here. Oh, okay, there we go. Where it's cleared up, it's cleared up. Alright, so, there's a flamberge here for the weapon. Not the best, but our runners will make do. All of them are more than capable. As I mentioned at the top, Hapro is probably the best player out there. I believe he still holds the world record in the base game speed run. You can see how, with that clean movement there. But, however, it is a randomizer, so nobody's unbeatable. You're going to see Axel and Yeehaw probably make some interesting choices. They're going to make some leveraged and hedged bets on some certain things because they know that they're going to, have a few seconds to lose here and there on execution, and that could very well win them the race. One simple decision going in the right location before your opponent, or even sometimes getting some lucky purple drops, will be able to win you the race. So, oh yeah, Happer the rare. I think he meant to jump off of that. Slide and jump off the edge there. You can see he slides there to save a couple frames falling off the ledge. Not equipping the Lohengrin, which is a big upgrade on attack power here. But, menuing does take time. probably waiting to open the rest of the chest before switching. Or maybe potentially going to use some shards here. I did not see what... Oh, summon share was the red, so that's pretty useless. Useful for clipping out of bounds, but that's not going to be allowed in the standard STS. Oh! Okay, spicy. The Waystone usage from Happer here. Let's see if anybody else is going to do that. After the accessory check... I wonder if he's going to take off that tunic and turn it in for food items. Okay, crafting materials at the beginning. This is really good. This could let us craft some decent stuff. Waystone's craftable. Moonbelt. 100% crafting that every time. That's the best movement item in the game. That's not a shard. And now he's just looking at weapons. Definitely want to craft a Waystone so that you can buy some. Gonna go with the two-hander. Okay, interesting. I was thinking he might have went with the one-handers there, but he is some of the best combat out there, so you're going to see him basically swinging the weapon, backdashing to cancel the weapon swing, jumping to cancel the backdash, or crouching, and then jumping again to then throw the sprite just a few pixels up, and then swinging the weapon, and then continuing to loop those inputs. And you'll see it when he actually fights a boss. You'll also believe Axel is... very good combat as well. I haven't seen him play in a bit, but you know, he tournament semi-finalist? No. Third place tournament, I think. I mean, it's been a while. We've had so much time between the losers finals and the actual grand finals in the tournament that I don't remember. But I'm pretty sure, yeah, it was down. I think he was either fourth or third. So, all right. I didn't see what Axel crafted there. I should have been paying closer attention. But yeah, an interesting choice from Hapra on crafting the axe. Definitely the highest attack power weapon available, but it's going to be the most unwieldy to use. So we'll see how that works out. I didn't see the red off of... did not catch the red off of Tentacle Monster. We'll see it, though. Eventually. Okay, now we're doing some shopping here on Axel's side. Gonna go pick up the quests. Pizza dough, that is that's a strikeout for the food item there. Unfortunately, crafting pizza requires several ingredients, most of which we are not going to run into. So, what you're really looking for there with the food reward is like a 1 of 2 item, like soy sauce, sea urchin, some other things, things that go into some drinks. Okay, keeping the Santa hat on for the luck. And if you're not familiar with what the Moonbelt does, that is going to greatly increase the speed of the backdash, which is some of the best movement tech. Also, this particular axe has lightning damage, which is going to be very handy against some bosses. It's going to proc some extra ticks of damage. It's going to stun some stuff. Flamethrower, that's a good purple. Not so great on the mana pool. It does take a lot of mana to use, but if we find glasses, that will probably definitely be a shard that gets used quite a bit here. I always like to watch Yee's shop. I think that he makes probably some of the smartest decisions when it comes to what to buy and why. He's going to see these crafting materials here. I'm sure he's going to craft a Waystone. But I think he's probably going to go for a different weapon. Durandal and Uyu's sword are both good options. If that Orchid is the level 3 Orchid, that's also good. Those are all normal swords and katanas. Much easier to swing and get around with, get around bosses with one of those weapons. Unfortunately, it seems like his quality is coming in and out. That's probably Twitch's fault, to be honest. Okay, I didn't see what he purchased there, but he's going to equip that weapon. So he's going to go drop off a rice seed as well. This is good for later if you pick up soy sauce or halite, or if you pick up halite or soy sauce and sea urchin, you will be able to. Oh, whoa! That'll sell for a lot of money. And 2 wolves, I believe, will craft an item as well. Alright, I didn't see what the Bone Mort purple drop was, if Happer got it. I'm assuming he farmed it. Now I'm going to farm Toad here. Toad is the lowest purple drop percentage in the game. I'm a huge fan of skipping this check and farming it later. Also, there's not a great place to farm the floating pig there, the Plume Parma, on this side of the garden. But on the other side of the garden, there's a room with both one toad and a plume parma with a quick exit and entrance. And if you can put those 2 farms off until then, bone toss. Not what we're looking for. If you can put those farms off until you can get to that room over there, you end up saving a ton of time. Unless you have just terrible luck on either side here. Alright. There's a voice changer there. So nothing huge being dropped from anyone. And I wouldn't be surprised. I like killing the first 4 frogs and then bailing. That's what I like to do. Looks like Axel's going to go ahead and farm it out. This farm for plume is not terrible. But the plume is literally right in your face. It's like probably maybe 1 or 2 lengths of Miriam's backdash closer to you on the other side of the garden. Okay, now I'm gonna try to keep an eye on Yeehaw here so I can see what the drop. Oh, it was flamethrower. We did see it. I just forgot. Flamethrower was on Beaumort. Right. Just gonna try to catch and see here if oh, there's Plume Parma, Teps Oxius. Again, not what we're looking for. Not really an endgame viable shard, even with infinite mana. Nice to have some extra bonus damage, but really you'd rather have a red shard as your bonus damage. You want your purple shard to be something that does the bulk of your damage dealing. Ooh, nice drop there, Petra Ray, though, on Barbados. That's not going to be used at all. And it looks like what weapon do we have here? Okay, so yeah, it looks like he grabbed. Looks like Yi and Axel both grabbed the slightly easier to swing 2-hander. But everybody going with a 2-hander here. Nobody going for the EU sword or the I think it was a katana that was available. All right, now we're on the BGK farm here. You can see Hapra getting those hits in, but even then, that slightly longer delay in the swing, it's a little slower to cancel out. Only a few frames, but it's if you had like a sword or a mace here and was doing his combat, you would definitely see a bunch of more hits coming in faster. Not a huge factor in the beginning of the game, but it would definitely later when you need to evade bosses' attacks and make sure that you don't get hit by stuff. That's when it might end up costing all of our runners here for using a 2-hander. Oh! Foul Taib is the drop-off BGK, so there's your endgame damage shard. Best DPS in the game. It does require you to be pretty close to the enemies, though. As you can see here, it's going to be only this little circle of range. But yeah, you can see right there that how absolutely destroying the damage is. Super fast tick, you can spam it for even faster ticks of damage. Oh, an extra waystone there, very nice. I'm sure everybody bought like at least 5, but always nice to find the extra waystones. So really now all it comes down to is finding movement and dimension shift, and some money for mana potions or the glasses, and we're pretty much good to go. Okay. What's our movement shard going to be? Deep Sinker. That's no bueno. We're definitely going to go to the left here, see if we can find a backup invert. Can you get backup high jump here? I think you can also get backup high jump as well. Invert you can get for sure. I just haven't seen... If you can get high jump, I haven't seen it in a while. Oh, yes, and we have a backup. Yep, don't want to run off the screen. If you run off the screen before the shard hits Miriam's sprite and you get the... or model, and you get the little thing that says what it is, you will not get the shard. It's a little bit... mitigated if you're farming enemies for that. You accidentally go off the screen, you could go into the bestiary and kind of see what they dropped, which is not, I believe, in any of the GBA Vanias and DS Vanias, but it's in this game, which is really nice, so you can kind of see what you missed. However, if you crack that that post there and then you run off screen, you'll have to run back in and crack it again. All right, Dance Mask. Not really anything gear-wise that's been an upgrade so far for anybody. Gonna check this hidden wall here to the side. Yep, nothing really game-altering. Ooh, that's a super fast Ordog. Hapra's gonna save a ton of time if somebody decides to stop and farm that here. Another thing you can stop and farm on the other side of the Garden of Silence. And I think that's probably better to wait and do, because it's going to be a lot easier to farm. If you have any other move, if you have double jump, if you have high jump. Yep, going to take care of Gargoyle here. Now, I'm wondering if he's going to go ahead and skip craft work, that backup invert. Okay, pretty balanced farms. Ooh, and Axel gets the Ordog drop going to check the safety, which is nice. Okay, Gargoyle doesn't have anything. Hap going to go ahead and grab the clockwork here. This is probably more for the accessory check than anything else, because glasses will just lock this up. Once you find glasses, then it's just a race to find dimension shift. You know, you're going to find Zangetsu 12 somewhere in one of the key item chests. Okay, a swing and a miss on the blue, but that Valkyrie Jess is really nice. Tied for the highest defense you can find, and also has a really nice luck boost. But you can see Happer here, you know, showing why he's the best. Way out in front, probably about a minute or two, at least, maybe more, depending on what RNG we get here. Although, yeah, Axel is in a good position without having to worry about that drop. Oh, and there's the backup Zangetsu 12. So the seed is almost over. The only thing we're doing now is looking for dimension shift. We have everything else we need. And, you know, our runners now can safely put all their money into mana potions. And they should be fine. You won't need that many mana refills with a shard as good as Val Taib. So, you know, especially with Dom being weak to dark damage. Looks like Hap's going to go back across. And then he's going to go invert up into the Citadel, and then across over from the Citadel over into the Hall. So he doesn't have to go around the long way. He's probably going to skip Library. But there's no purple drops outside of Larage here that I think we can still get on this route. So let's see what Larage has. Reflector Ray. Doesn't really open up anything that Invert doesn't, except for some accessory checks and backdooring in. Or I'm sorry, that's actually the front door into the lab that we don't need to go into. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Switch to Axel's audio. Oh, and we're back. Alright, so we're back here. Alright, so Axel not skipping craftwork either. Okay. It's going to go down and check that Zangetsu Toe safety location, and he's going to be happy to find it. Although, the other two runners may have been hoping for a more complex seed, so they would have a chance to gamble against Hapra. But Hapra's going to go ahead and make sure that with the foul and the ability to spam it, to farm up all of these purples before moving on. That's right, I forgot there was a shield outsider here. And so, if you're wondering why the mana is not going down that fast, this is why. Every directional shard has a mana per second cost. So if you press and depress the button quickly, you only spend the fraction of the mana per second for how long you had the button pressed, for how many frames and so on. And there's some rounding that's involved, but basically if you can spam that button fast enough, and the shard that you're using also ticks on damage, you know, at a fast rate, you get super damage like this. So this is the fastest ticking shard that's available. Void Ray is a little slower, but it has way more range. And then, you know, you can compare that to something like Tis for Cyan, which is like way slower on damage, but again, it has full screen range. So this is also one of the best shards to farm with because, again, you just get so much faster kills than you would with anything else. But again, the only thing that you're sacrificing is you have to be pretty up in the face of the enemy. 8-bit Fireball, not going to see much use here. It looks like Axel's already teleported back and turn in that quest for the Crit Rings. Crit Ring is one of the better accessories to wear if you don't have like a luck accessory or anything else. Yep. And if you're wondering why Hap just checked that key item chest, that's because he's looking for Silver Bromide. Hopefully we won't need it, but in case that the purple shard that houses Dimension Shift is on the train, you definitely don't want to skip that and then have to come back looking for it later once you've farmed everything else. So best to keep checking key items here until you find Bromide, And potentially, you also want to find the key that opens up Carpenter as well, because there is a small chance that Carpenter could have that purple shard that we're looking for. And oh, we do have the 8-bit here, so let's see if Happer's going to go ahead and farm 8-bit first. The save ahead of time could be safety, just because sometimes you will end up killing Jeeble by damaging him too fast, especially with a good shard like this. Nope, he's just going to go straight in. Okay. I like this with Waystones. You can just grab the teleporter here. I would have grabbed the teleporter first here, because now if it's on 8-bit Nightmare, you definitely... Ooh, nice augment strength drop there for Yeehaw. We also saw augment int drop as well, so those are the two best augment shards. Some people like the attack speed. Actually, there might be an argument for attack speed being the best augment shard when you have a two-handed weapon, especially. Super clean from Happer here, as if we would see anything else. But you know, the runners are steady, not making any mistakes. They're neck and neck right now. So you know, if Happer, like, say, forgets to grab the teleporter here. Okay, now he's okay. So this is still not an amazing. Okay, he's got bromide, so that's good. Yeah, I would just teleport out now. Yep. All right. That could have been his intention the whole time as well, to just teleport out after checking the key item and not doing 8-bit right now. Although he could easily do 8-bit and Waystone out. The thing about 8-bit is that the little skulls that drop it, the purple, they are not guaranteed to drop it, and there's a limited amount of them. So you may have to farm 8-bit more than once. You can't just sit there and have them respawn. You can't enter and exit the area freely like you can with a doorway. So, yeah. But it's definitely a very big gamble to do it, especially early. You could die without getting any drops, and then you know you just lose all that time. So a lot of runners will. Ooh, that did not look like it should have hit, but the hitbox on a lot of the Missile Guardian stuff is ridiculous. Fortunately, he's strong against Dark, so you can see there that they're doing a little bit less damage than you'd expect here. He does use Dark attacks himself. Okay, Axel's still looking for that Larage drop here. Okay, he already did Craftworks. I'm not really sure why he wants the shortcut, but it might just be muscle memory. Yeehaw is actually pulled in front of him now for second place. Okay, and Hap's gonna go ahead and, I'm assuming, gonna go ahead and take out Andy. He's got to know he's in first at this moment. Like, he's got really good drops. He got that really nice Ordog farm. Gonna get this accessory check here. Kitsune Mask is not bad. Wonder if he's gonna go and take this slightly out of the way. Look at this. No, he's gonna skip it. There's a headpiece you can get by going slightly out of your way there. Oh, he already skipped it. My bad. Let's see. Oh, maybe he's gonna go check. No, he's not gonna. Okay. Yeah, he's not gonna. Yep. Just go straight to the. Just go straight to OD. Cool thing about having Reflector right here is he doesn't have to go all the way around. Just take this quick little shortcut with Reflector Ray there. Deadeye Tome is gonna boost the damage of all directional shards. It's. Wait, did he grab the teleporter? I don't think he grabbed the teleporter, so that means he's not doing Andy for the other white shard drop. And if he wants to go back to library, he's going to have to manually, you know, just walk there. I can see how this works out in routing, though, because if he ends up going to Tower or Twin Dragons right now, or the train, either one, he'll probably want to do the other of those two after doing whichever one he chooses to do. Oh, no, he did get the teleporter. Okay. I was going to say that is puzzling. Yeah, because you definitely need to come back here and turn in the ID as well. Okay, he's going to go ahead and check this accessory. I don't exactly know what the trigger is. Skull Necklace is good, actually, especially with Faltib, even without infinite mana, because, again, when we're talking about how you depress and press the button to get the least amount of MP spent for the same amount of damage ticks that you would get if you just held it, or even slightly quicker, Skull Necklace is going to take a little more MP, but it's going to get you a little bit more damage. So I think it's 1.5 times damage for 1.5 times MP. Not really necessary, especially right now with the bosses having less HP, but it'll come into play for Dom and Bale for sure. I would definitely be equipping that for those fights. Okay, and strike out with shortcut, but slight upgrade on gear there for the Valk Tiara. Same thing as the Valk Dress. High defense, high luck stat. Will he farm this blue? Probably not. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow, that's... Yeah, you know, with the 2 luck items, it's actually a more worth it farm, because, you know, we don't know exactly how good luck is yet. I think that somebody's going to have to do some deep data mining to figure it out, but we know it's supposed to work, so... and it definitely works in terms of, like, getting you crits. We're not sure if how it works with shard drop rate, but... you have to assume it works to some degree, and if you have a bunch of luck on your gear, it makes farming some of these optional things like blues a little bit more enticing. Yeah. Definitely doesn't need to check the weapon that was further to the right there, just checking the accessories. We're really looking, and he's going to go all the way down here. You can go ahead and farm Solano right here. There is a better spot for Solano, but it's well deep up onto the top of the tower, and you're basically almost fighting the dragon at that point. So what's interesting is that I would have expected him to check this accessory first and then farm this, just because if that is glasses, then you don't have to worry about MP. I guess it doesn't really matter at the moment. The accessory check is something I feel like I would forget if I farmed the enemy first, especially if I end up getting Dimension Shift here. I might just instinctively Waystone out, so hopefully he checks that accessory that's right outside the door there up on top. Okay, doesn't look like anybody got the Abyssal Dragon Shard lucky drop. I think it's 5%. But Yeehaw still fighting it, so he might get it. You never know. And if it's Dimension Shift, this race is completely changed. One of those small little things that can happen in the race that can just completely turn it on its head. Abyssal Dragon here is a boss in the library, but he's actually just a regular enemy in Den of Behemoths. So if you get his shard drop here, and it's something that is required, and nobody else does, well, they might not be unlocking the Den for a while. Here's that accessory check I was talking about. Okay, and it's just a critical ring, which is actually going to save him some time. I don't know if Happer was going to do any of the recipe turning in anyway. But if he was going to just for that slight damage boost of critical ring, he now can just ignore it, because he has one. Crit ring, skull necklace is probably your accessories for the final boss at this moment. There's not really a reason to have moonbelt on, with backdashing being pretty much irrelevant against the last 2 bosses. Nice use of invert here for me to check this recipe. He's definitely I like this hedge, because if you find a good mana replenishing recipe and you can craft it, it might put you in go mode way earlier than any of your opponents. So I like actually that little gamble there for him, looking for, like, you know, any of the drink recipes, I assume. Also, sometimes you can get lucky and you might see a blue chest turn to green, and sometimes that means it's going to have ingredients in it. And sometimes you can get lucky and there'll be a food ingredient in there that is game-changing. Oh, very nice drop there. You definitely want to see the assassin drop his purple on the train, so you don't have to farm him in the stairwell after the train. The question is, did he see a bunny blue? Yep, you can just jump over the assassins now. Let Zangetsu take care of them. Okay, no blue. He definitely didn't see a blue drop, because he wouldn't even be bothering to kill these if he did. Gonna skip that extra one up top? Yep. Oh, I love he has Japanese voices on. My brother. My brother. Yeah, actually quicker to damage boost there than to, like, invert over that. And with this much defense from the Valkyrie gear, You really can just damage boost through most of the attacks of most of the bosses now. It won't be until then when damage becomes a concern again, and even then, by the time we get there, it might be a moot point. Ooh, Boo are familiar on the Dandelions. Fun. And looks like Dandelion was the one on the post where Silver Knight is normally, because that is what the other two racers have out. Oh, is this a soft lock? No way. Hapra soft lock on the boss. I haven't seen that in a long time. Wow, that is a huge time loss. At least what, 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes? That is crazy. Now I don't know exactly what happened, why that happens, but I'm going to assume that it has to do with entering that room with anything but just walking forward, because Hapra did backdash through it with Moonbelt, and sometimes I think that can put you in a wonky situation. That might have been what it is, but I don't know though. We'd have to ask Fran about this, but that is wild. I have not seen that in forever. I did it to myself probably like 6-7 months ago by running through the door with accelerator held, and then the boss just didn't die, and I'm like, what is going on? Or I went out of bounds. I can't remember what happened, but something crazy happened to me because I went through that entrance trigger to the boss, you know, with a different form of movement than just walking into it. And that all sorts of wonky things can happen when you do that. And it's not 100% either. I don't think it's a guarantee if you backdash through that trigger that happens. But he could have done something related to the actual boss fight itself. That's a wild one. I'm not sure. But smartly he saved right beforehand, so he was able to just take a death there, reload. Suspending is not allowed because some people play on console, and suspending on console is much slower than suspending on PC. So the only thing that's allowed in terms of resetting is death warping like that. You know, you are allowed to hard reset if you have to, but unfortunately that you want to avoid that at all costs because that takes a long time, especially if you're on console. All right, this time the boss is dead, and it's the wrong DS. The DS you're looking for is in another castle. All right, Axel here. I love this personally. Taking the time, assuming that Hapra is not going to farm this blue shard here. If this is Accelerator, this is one of the ways he catches up. The only problem is, even with the luck gear, it's not a great drop percent, and you know, it's not like higher than 5%. I don't think. It might be 6, and you know, you could kill like 20 of these Wolfmans before you get it. You could, you know, you get it first try, you can get it 20th try. All right. So we've got purple here in Bomber Mort, a blue here in the Cide, and oh, apparently a gold from Puppy. And we also have the boss, who also is going to drop purple. And then we have, since Hapra has Reflector Ray, we've got 2 accessory checks as well. So that's a good chest. Fried fish plus some wood. That's going to sell. That's going to buy some potions. Go ahead and farm the Bomber Mort here. This is the best spot for it. This is the closest door to a Bomber Mort. That. The actual entrance to the zone might be actually closer to the Bomber Mort, but the problem with that is that you have to animate the door open and on the way out and the way in each time. And that's actually slower, especially with the Moonbelt and these faster backdashes. And Acid Jet. Okay, so not Dimension Shift, but useful for the fights where you can poison the boss, which is like everybody, except for... Is there a boss you can't poison? Just Bale, I think. I don't think you can poison Bale, but you can poison everything else? Yeah, I think that's correct. Okay, so. Will this be it? Will this be the answer? Oh, look at that damage. Look at the damage. Omelette du damage. Okay. Looks like Axel's now on the Solano farm. If he got the blue drop off Wolfman, it definitely is an accelerator because he'd be running around blue streak style at the moment. Alright, what's the purple here? Oh, the other poison purple Venom Mist. Okay. Nothing too out of the ordinary from our runners here. Axel's is he gonna bet it all on Velik? Okay, black belt is the accessory there. Not interesting. Oh, Beast Guardian. Okay, not accelerator up here either. Not grabbing that MP up there, which if Hapra has the assurance that the shop has good mana recovery potions in it, then I mean, not that big of a deal to skip that. I did not get a great look at all the shops. It's hard to follow 3 racers all at the same time. And I've done races where there's been like 4 or 5 people, so yeah. Oh, okay, Axel is okay, is he just gonna farm? Did he farm Shield Outsider before? No, he's gonna go to Velik, so this is huge. This could be the race turning on its head right here. Because Hapra's not going there immediately? Oh, maybe he is. Garden of Silence Warp might have been... Oh, no, he doesn't have that. That's right, because he went up and around. Okay. Yeah, so he might be going to Velik here as well. And he didn't really find any accessories that had much benefit either in the train, so... if Axel finds this, and there's good mana regen in the shop, I mean... I think it's just go time. Using the Zangetsu Toe there for the damage. Again, much faster swings than the two-handed weapons. You can jump and swing again immediately, even without backdash canceling it. Whereas, you know, the larger two-handers, you have to fully animate it before you can do that. You really have to be very good with the two-handers. And the combat mechanics of the backdash canceling, the swings, to be able to really get those two-handed weapons to pay off, especially later in the game once you get some more strength and some levels, and the damage of the faster weapons catches up. Oh, is this a Valkyrie sword check? What is this? Oh, is this gonna be a blue farm? Happer gonna farm Beast Guardian? Or Wolfman? Sorry. Oh wow. Way too lucky, bro. Come on. Okay, he's gonna orphan. Is he gonna orphan Velik here, or is he just going to get the warp? I think he's just going to get the warp. Although you already have. Oh, maybe he's gonna go down. Yeah. Okay, this is smart. This is very smart. So, getting to Decabria is a pain if you go underground the other way. Decabria is gonna be right here at the bottom. Super fast farm. Alright, so clearly Velik was nothing because we're seeing nothing different from Axel. He's gonna go to the train, it looks like. Alright, yeah, so this is the best place to farm Decarabia. I say Decabria, but that's not correct. It's Decarabia. Or Decarbia, something like that. Yeah, the only problem here is going to be mana. There is a save room right here, though. Or MP. I guess I should say MP. Magic points. Yeah, it doesn't quite have the damage to get a 2-hit, which means that it's going to fly away. And with the, again, we talked about the range of Flailteed is a little annoying there. No accessory up top for Axel. Looking for glasses. I wonder if, you know, if Vihal wants to make a massive hedge here after he's done farming his Solano and his Velik, he could theoretically go to... Oh, maybe actually Axel's going to make this play right now. Going to Den, checking the accessory in Den. If it's glasses, you probably are ahead. Okay, Aqua Stream. Always nice to have Aqua Stream. Not really needed, though, for damage, considering we already have FT. Strider Belt. Unfortunately, backdashing with the moon belt is faster than strider belt sliding, so you will not see that being used. Okay, looks like Axel just went to get the warp, and then he's coming back. Interesting. I feel like if that was the play, well, I don't know. I guess there's no good way back down from the warp. No, you can get the warp up top in TTD and take the elevator down, come get that, and then warp back, kill Velik. And then warp back over here. Oh, is he gonna toad farm here? Oh, okay. Alright. Deep Sinker's on. Gonna need to turn that off, or use the jump button to flip up through the water like that. Flying Dagger. Yeah, I think, yeah. Because with invert, you can do the exact same thing that Deep Sinker allows you to do, which is, you know, use the jump button to, Sell Renda. You can use the jump button to, you know, go up and through the water with invert. You can swim without Aqua Stream that way. And then also having Aqua Stream, that swimming is faster, so you're going to see that here either way. So clean through these spikes, not getting hit. I get wrecked by these spikes every time. Happer's just on that level. Ooh, Commentator's Curse? My bad, sorry, buddy. It's okay, just one hit's pretty good. I usually take 5 or 6. Have to blow healing items there. Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like he's having awful luck with Solano. One of those things about racing runner as good as Happer, sometimes if they just get, you know, really good purple drop luck, it's going to be hard to catch up to him. Okay. Amy's going to be a little bit of a pain to kill here. Without... oh, well, again, 3 kills. Chisel Barrage. A great shard to have. Again, not what we're looking for. And with invert, looks like we're going to go all the way to Volcano Mort. I like this. Definitely don't want any piece of Alfred that's super slow, and at best it's going to give you, like, high jump. Alright, let's take a look where everyone else is at. Oh, I thought that was a halide for Axel, but it was a dragon egg. He's got a little bit smaller of a, yeah, I don't think I can, yeah, I can't upscale it, so I think he's on a little bit smaller of a resolution, but we're making do. I wonder if I could actually, oh no, I can't. I'd have to have his on a separate window and then overlay it. And... Alright, well here's Yi with the kill on Velik. Axel looking like following the same route as Happer here. You do need to invert to do this backdoor into Lethal Lava Land, as you can see right there. The only way to get up there and through is to have invert. You could do it with Dimension Shift, but if you have Dimension Shift, you have no reason to ever come here unless you are super desperate for the 3 accessory checks, and you also probably wouldn't even do that because you have to fight the boss to get to the other side, and that's where all the checks are. So, yeah. Lots of places for glasses to die. Ooh, Tisra Scion. Man, where is this Dimension Shift? It could be in Den. Oh, there's one accessory right there. And then the other 2 are on the other side of the boss. So you're never going to check those, really, unless you are forced to do the old Deep Sinker Reflector Ray strats, which we do have, but the backup invert saved us from having to do that to get down there. I think it's time to either do one-offs or roll the dice on Den. I'm assuming Hapra is going to go to Den just because there are more density. Because I think there's 4 purples between Den and Tomb. What do we have? Abyssal Dragon, Velafor, Demon Lord, Gremory. It's 4, right? Oh, no, he's going to go ahead and do 8-bit. Alright, yeah. Don't want to orphan this. At least try it once, see what happens. You might get lucky. I mean, Happer's luck on shard drops has been phenomenal in this seed, in this run. Absolutely incredible. First, second, or third try on like a ton of stuff, and a lot of it came after Faltib was acquired. So, yeah, it's not like the kills were slow. Alright. Axel pretty much following the same route. Solid routing. I was hoping you would diverge here, but no, he's going to go to the train. Train in vain, as the Clash would say. Nobody decided to gamble on Den, and that was going to either be the play. Oh, looks like, yeah, he already hit the purple on... Oh, Hap, what happened? No! Twitch, please! Okay, there we go. The question is, does he go right to check the accessory or not? Just double checking. I don't have accelerator, do I? No. Nice slidey jump. Always love to see those. So here's the thing that we have a few minutes here while Hap gets to Abyssal Dragon or to the accessory check, whichever one comes first. About a minute or so here. Because getting to it with invert is pretty slow. And so is high jump, to be honest. Getting to it with anything but double jump accelerator is pretty slow. Oh, he's going to do Carp? Oh, or Byman Selmont. Oh, yeah, with invert, actually this makes sense because invert almost invalidates this fight completely by itself. Oh, yeah, Chisel Barrage? Oh, Tis. Okay, I'll go with Chisel Barrage here. Chisel Barrage also benefits from the crouch tech. It's one of the only 2 shards in the game. Aqua Stream obviously being the other one. And I think you just get more bang for your buck with it. But I mean, Happer might not even realize he has Chisel Barrage. You get this many purples and sometimes you forget which ones you even have. Interesting that he equips Tiz, but is not going for the skull necklace as well. But yeah, again, it's tough to remember all the things that you have, especially when you have this much stuff. So a lot of seeds are, 10 minutes shorter than this. Some of them are an hour longer than this, so, there's a lot of things that can go on here. Void Ray, that's not nothing. That's going to make Dom safer if, stuff hits the fan. But, yeah, time to go to the Den of Bahamut. Through the portal. I'm going to ignore the accessory check to the right. It is possible that Happer might think he's either even with someone or behind. Because here's the thing, they've had Zangetsu for a while, and they've had backup invert since before they got it. So somebody could have gambled on Den right away. And, they would have been a little bit behind with the damage on Abyssal Guardian, but the other stuff dies pretty easy to Faltib. The only thing that is doing Val 4 without Aegis Plate would have been pretty rough. So he may be thinking that someone's already here and maybe finishing up the last bits of their farms. Because, he's cleared everything else. And he might be worried about, actually losing. Little does he know, though, he's several minutes ahead. So. That accessory check basically is free, but that's the thing about racing. You don't really know where the other people are, and in Randomizer, especially with runners as talented as the other 2 runners in this race, both are... definitely have it in them to make a good decision gamble, and when you actually are the most skilled player, or maybe like top 2, top 3, you actually do have to worry about other people gambling hard on you, and just beating you because you went the wrong way. So you gotta have it in the back of your mind, at least, whether or not you should still play, like a traditional route and so on. That's kind of like a game-to-game decision, but. You do want to have in the back of your mind that people may, know that they're going to be way behind if they just follow the regular routes, and then they're going to make some gambles. Okay. Yep, pretty much not much to report from the bottom of the screen there. Just other stuff. Nobody willing to make the Den of Behemoths gamble. And I think that's all we have left. This Entomb, which is after it. Oh, there's OSL. There's OSL. There's 3 shards in OSL. But we can't get an OSL right now, logically, so doesn't really make sense to go there at this point. With Invert and a bunch of health refills, and oh no, we haven't found Gale Crawler actually, so oh yeah, I guess we can't go. Yeah, all those blues, no craft work, no accelerator. Okay, I think he's gonna go ahead and farm. He didn't get that Abyssal Guardian drop, right? Yeah, this would be the spot to farm them right here. Going with the Veil kills just because that's 100% drop. Alright, this is the best room to farm Abyssal Guardian in. And let's take a look at where everybody else is at. Alright, looks like he's finishing up the train. And, oh, okay, Axel's coming into Den right now, so I can't remember if he did 8-bit or not, so he's not that far behind. And he is going to go right. If this is glasses, that could be enough on its own. All he needs is Happer to have a little bit of karma come back for his really good drops. And, you know, he's got the Valkyrie gear on too. And we could have ourselves a tight one. This really does have to be Jeebel's glasses, though. And it's just the risk ring. Oh, that's unfortunate. So, once again, no Jeebels. It's probably either in Vanilla location or in one of those 2 Lethal Lava Land locations. Could also be underground. There are 2 accessories underground on the left side that nobody checked. In the room with the little hanging cars, little hanging gondola thingies. There's one in the treasure chest underneath that, and then one in the treasure chest all the way to the right. Our runners, I believe, after doing Decabria, just waystoned out and then went into the in on the left there. Or no, wait, I'm sorry. They didn't waystone out. They went left underground. They got to the water. The problem is that the spot I was talking about where the 2 accessories are is further left from that water that takes you down into in the desert. So they would have had to go out of their way to check those. They could have, though, waystoned out after killing Decabria and then come in from the right like I was just sort of postulating as possible, just to get those 2 accessory checks. I would have considered doing it, just because glasses is so good. And I'm not that great at the game, so having glasses is huge for me being able to even finish a run. And shield weapon doesn't find itself often showing up in the shop these days. I've noticed. I haven't had a C with shield weapon in it in forever. Okay, nice. More food drops are good. I think Hap's checking this for ingredients and money. Definitely wants to rebuy all the potions. Hopefully maybe finds an ingredient or 2. I don't know if they've found mac and cheese yet. That would be really nice. Get that max MP boosted. And, yeah, gonna be Jeebel-less, it looks like. Don't see Hap going to check any of these other locations for an accessory. Yep, gonna go ahead and do his shopping now and get that out of the way. Alright, let's take a good look at the shop here, see what potions are available. Okay, all 3 ethers are available, that's really good. So all he's got to do now is just sell everything that he's not going to wear in the final fight. And go ahead and buy out the rest of those. Not even going to buy EX ethers. Honestly, you don't really need them. Taib is probably the best shard to have. I would actually probably have sold more stuff and bought a couple, though. Or all 3, just because then I could throw the skull necklace on. And I'm definitely cooking, you know, both Dom and Bale with that. For sure. Alright. So we've only got 2 other places to check for this purple, I believe, that are not an OSL, and that's our good old buddy Demon Lord here, and then Gremory all the way at the bottom. Yep. I like inverting and sliding past these things. Even with a Moonbelt. It's just faster and you don't get hit. Do we have the Carpenter key? I wonder if there's any merit to going and checking that item to the left there. I guess you could just come back up after you kill Gremory as well. Oh, Demon Lord has so much health. So gross. And I believe since he casts dark spells, he's resistant to dark as well. Just like the Abyssal Guardian was. Gremory probably is too. Ugh, that fouled you to the face. Whew. And if you like what you're seeing here, if you like all this action, and you are not as familiar with Ritual as you know, some of us playing and casting are, you can definitely check out the tournament from 2023. There's a playlist to it. I will link that in the description. So if you're watching this back on YouTube, go ahead and click on that down below. You'll be able to check out all the matches from the tournament. I did cast some of them. I think I did a couple of them with Bobby, which is a great pleasure. Hope to do that again sometime soon in the future. Hopefully there's a tournament coming soon, and we'll get more games of commentary in. All right, and now we're just farming. What really can happen here is somebody could skip something, but after all the runners eliminate everything besides what's in Den, there's really not going to be a whole lot. It would be madness to skip all the way and go all the way down, like, say, Gremory. Oh, and there it is. It's on Demon Lord. All right, so no crazy, like, craft work on Silver Wolfman into OSL behind Carpenter type crap. Just on Demon Lord. And yeah, gambling on Den early would have been rough, but it would have won the race. So, yep. The other runners had it there for the taking. They just had to bet it all on red, or you know, like the middle third of numbers or something. And neither one did. And here we are. Hap's gonna probably take this by a couple minutes. Keep my eye on the dot done over here. All right, looking for intelligence there. Looks like the Dance Mask was the best intelligence accessory he had. I would actually probably put the crit ring on. I think the crit ring's still better. I don't remember how much int the Dance Mask gives though. Super clean combat from Happy. You really can't say enough about it. Ooh, Bionic Elbow. Those are really hard to dodge. Oh, another one. Unfortunately, Dom's going to have to hit like 7 more for Axel to be able to catch up here. Ooh. Channeling my girl Rose to Street Fighter with the scarf. Oh, oh. Okay, just, yep. Did not switch to dimension in time. Oh, we got elbowed again. I mean, looks low on potions there, but does have a bunch of food, so still not really dangerous here for Hap. Yeah, and he's got the Dom kill. I mean, having a Dark Shard, especially Taib, she just takes so much damage from that. Alright, and he's definitely going to sub hour here. Will he sub? He'll definitely sub 55, actually, I believe. Unless he runs out of MP items? Well, I guess we could get, like, cat landlord RNG. Maybe that would put a damp on it, but I don't know. With Faltib, it just seems like there's no way. Okay. Well, Cat's the first one. That's the worst RNG, probably. But we do have invert, so that is the main safety you want against the Cat Head. So don't think Hap's going to take much damage or come anywhere close to dying here. But it is going to waste a lot of time. Could put that sub 55 in jeopardy. Sub hour Demon Lord Dimension Shift is pretty good. for anyone, I would say. And if you can shave 5+ minutes off of that, especially if you cleared everything else before you went down to Den and Tomb, that's pretty great. Wow, he might still 2-cycle this even with the cat head being annoying. Yep. Making use of shortcut there too to switch back and forth in between two loadouts of gear. Don't see that a ton, but the game definitely pays you off for doing it if you get used to that system. You could have a set of luck gear for farming, and then you could have a set of just raw damage gear for bosses that have 100% drops, and the end bosses. Okay, dimension shifts to avoid that Tis Wraith. Alright, and the lizard's gonna seal it here. Yep. Very nice, very nice. Got done. 57-31 for Hat. Oh, that's right. He had to take that death warp, and he also did he? No. He let's see. Is that 3? Yeah, 3.5 minutes or so. Yeah, yep. That's pretty good. So Hap, to no one's surprise, wins the race, but we still have a what could be a tight one here between these guys for second place, because let me see if I can adjust this a bit here. Let's go and do that, and then do this, and then move this here, move this here. Okay. So yeah, it looks like Axel waited until... Hey, Hep, what's going on there? Congratulations, very well played indeed. Neither of the other two runners decided to gamble on Den early, and that pretty much handed it to you. With obviously your amazingly great play. But, you know, it does take a lot of stones to do that. Especially if it's a Demon Lord or Gremory, you know, early when you don't have a lot of stuff. That's a pretty brutal farm, so. Yep. And, interesting, Axel skipped train and left it till now, so we're basically even here. The answer is in Den. Neither runner seems to want to commit all the way. I think Axel did go all the way down to Tomb and get the teleporter, though. He definitely went into the Den. He checked the accessory. It was a dud, of course, because it always is whenever you need it. And he decided to check train before finishing off Tomb, I believe. So it's going to see here that unfortunately the glasses are nowhere to be found in this seed. They must be at Vanilla, one of the 2 underground locations, or one of the 2 left side Lethal Lava Land locations. I'm pretty sure Yi's good to go to Den after he finishes off this Volcano Morte farm here. Where is Axel headed to? He did Velik already. And I'm pretty sure he went all the way to the left and got the teleporter in Garden. Oh, is he going to check for Aegis Plate here? Maybe he's looking for Aegis Plate here to go into OSL. That would be not the right way to go. We know that is not the answer.
Here's what I've taught. What would you like to sell?
No, I think he saved it for a bit later, but it's harder with 3 people to tell. I think he saved it and then went back and did it after going through library and Andy and maybe something else, maybe Tower, or maybe Underground. I can't remember exactly what order, but I don't think he has anything left now. We did not see Craftwork, so Craftwork and Accelerator and Standstill are in some combination of Silver Wolfman, Doppelganger, and Race Game and OD, right? Race Game, Silver Wolfman, Doppelganger. Doppelganger drops a blue, right? Yeah. Yeah, so unfortunately all 3 of those are locked in that mess of stuff there, so... And we also didn't see Galecrawler anywhere, so I think that's legal to use that tech now, but no kind red drops for Galecrawler anywhere. Oh, okay, yeah, he didn't have Byman Selmont. Okay, Yi had 8 bit left. I think Yi's all done though after this. I don't think he might have already done Carpenter as well. I really need to get like a whiteboard that I can check stuff off and just have the areas of the castle listed for each person and just check off where they've been. Especially in these longer races, it's tough to remember where people were. They go in different orders. Alright. The insulting Thrashing Tentacle drop from the 8-bit Ghost. Definitely don't need that. Cheeky Void Ray, my favorite shard. Okay, Axel has to be putting it together that he's doomed for Tomb. It's gonna become apparent really quickly here, I think. You can get through the Iron Maiden with a few different techniques, but none of them are available to either person right now. So they have to assume that you're either going to be doomed to farm blues in Den or Tomb, and or blues in Den or purples in Tomb. Those are your options, really. After Yi finishes this off, I think he's going to see that that's the only way to go, and I'm pretty sure Axel's realizing that right now. Looks like he's going to do some teleports for some books. Or is he going to try to force his way into OSL? That would be a huge punt, unfortunately. But that's where he's headed. Did he find Gale? He may have found Galecrawler. I don't know how to do it with spikes, but or he might also have Aegis Plate. He might have picked it up. Yeah, that Cursed Ring is doing work. Cursed Ring is doing good work here. Okay, now I'm very confused. Ooh, is he going to go and check for glasses? There are 2 checks for glasses available underground here that nobody has checked yet. Or he might be thinking he has to go to Doppelganger for the Craftwork drop. Could be either one, could be both. Miriam's underwater voice, almost as good as the voice changer voice. Some of those shard names get some funny underwater sounds. Alright. Okay, so not going left. Gonna check the accessories first. I like this. I mean, You've already seen Hap.done if you're Axel here, and you know you haven't lost yet, so you have to assume you're at least even. And if you don't check for G-Bulls and your opponent does, you're probably going to lose. So I like this. This isn't even a reliance. Axel definitely doesn't need G-Bulls. None of these runners need G-Bulls to win, but having it is going to shave a lot of time off. And especially going to help some farms. If you have to end up farming, say, like Silver Wolfman for craft work or something in this seed, you know, obviously the glasses is going to help you a lot there in farming him. Okay, I figured you would have turned around and went back towards the third lab there. Wait, can you? Am I just misremembering how the castle's set up? Oh, he never farmed D-Sama, apparently. Oh, no, I think he realizes now that he went too far. See, I think, well, I don't really, it's hard to say if he was going to go and check the other lab for the blue, now that he's way stoned out, but I thought that after checking the accessories he would go back, turn around, and go into the lab for the other blue, thinking that it has to be an OSL, but it could absolutely be on Demon Lord or Grummery, and I believe he has the teleporters for... Okay, yeah, looks like he's going to go back towards... I can never remember the name of that lab. The Secret Sorcery Lab is the one after the train, right? And Oriental Sorcery Lab is the name of the one on top. I can never remember the name of the other lab, because we never go to it. So, we'll get the name of it when he walks in. He's on the right path as long as he doesn't get distracted by OSL, which I think he's gonna go ahead and make sure he goes and kills everything here. Picking up that extra insurance health as well. I think he would even do Grummery before he went into the other lab. Go left here. Yep. Yep. You got it. You got it, Axel. There you go. This is the path to the vanilla entrance. To that area of the game. Axel does have better damage at the moment, but unfortunately is going to the wrong location. Now, you never know, though. Yi could absolutely think the same thing. He could think that since Axel hasn't done yet, that maybe that's where it is, and then Axel's maybe farming Grummery / Demon Lord right now and having no luck. But the finish from Hapra, now probably about 10 minutes ago or so, should let our runners know that it's probably not going to be an OSL, because they haven't found anything that can get them into OSL quickly, and I think that's good enough knowledge to know that you're looking at Glacial Tomb and Den of Behemoths for your go mode. So many accessories. Oh, there's glasses. Okay, glasses was underwater the whole time. I totally forgot about that location because you need Sinker and Reflector Ray to get to it. So that's actually big for Axel if he turns around right now and doesn't. Setting up the shortcut gear flipping. Okay, and gonna zoom with Durandal. Secret Sorcery Lab. Okay, so this is secret. What's the one after the train called? I don't remember. This is Secret Sorcery Lab, Oriental Sorcery Lab. Hidden Sorcery Lab? I can't remember. Well, with interesting decision here to keep Tisra Zion equipped when Void Ray is in play, Faltib is in play. Surely gonna change. Okay. You can dash right through. Okay, Aqua Stream. He must not have Chisel Barrage. I think Chisel Barrage is better because you can stand further away in this kind of fight. Also, Flamethrower, maybe you could stun Miriam a bunch. Yeah, I would use Chisel Barrage here. I would not. Oh, he's out of food. This could be dangerous. I would switch to Void Ray here even and just stay back. Stay safe. Ooh, this is opening the door for Yi here. If Yi just stays in Tomb, once he gets the teleporter, this is his second place to get. I don't think that Axel's going to be able to abandon this now. Sunk cost fallacy is real. He came all the way down here to get this blue. The thing is, if this blue's accelerator or standstill, he must not have Chisel Barrage, because Happer definitely picked up Chisel Barrage somewhere. I would assume that he does have it, but he's just Chisel Barrage basically lets you do what Aqua Stream lets you do, but you can do it from across the screen. And it actually, I think it has pretty good stun frames as well. Yeah, this one is secret. What's the one after the train called? I don't want to Google it in the middle of commentating. I never remember the name of that one. Underground Sorcery Lab. Okay, that's it. Underground Sorcery Lab, Secret Sorcery Lab, Oriental Sorcery Lab. Okay, interesting Tep strat. Yeah, even Feltab would have probably been the better choice here, I think, if you want to stay close. Just because you don't have to do the crouching, you can move around. Yeah, Flamethrower with the stun, I thought, would have been pretty useful. Okay, so this should tell him that he's got to go to Tomb. Yeah, because... And so if you're looking for craft work to go into OSL, it's on Silver Wolfman, it's on the race, or it's on OD, which is basically, you know, unfarmable in a randomizer. So really here, you gotta kill Demon Lord and Gremory before you farm Silver Wolfman for a blue.
So, what'll it be?
The odds of it being blue and then being behind the blue, as opposed to your two chances right up front, I just don't think are very good. And especially now that he has glasses, the Demon Lord farm and the Gremory fight are going to be much easier. He also can probably safely assume that he has glasses, standstill, and that Yeehaw does not, and that's going to basically and completely invalidate the Bale fight and make it like probably about 30 seconds long. So you definitely want to go to Tomb here and finish that off before you even contemplate the worst case scenario, which would be farming Craftwork off of Silver Wolfman, or going to the race game and having it be there. Okay, going to the left. That's good. I guess if you were gonna go in the den, you'd probably go to the front entrance as well. If you're gonna go check race game. But Silver Wolfman farm, yeah, you would come here first. Okay, again, small unoptimization stuff here. Tisra Zion, even when you hold it down with infinite MP, it ticks so much slower than, like, say, a Void Ray. And I'm pretty sure he has Void Ray. He definitely did buy him in Selmon. So, although Void Ray not great here, yeah, definitely gonna use Flamethrower or maybe Aqua Stream. Yeah, Aqua Stream. Yeah. Oh yeah, standstill as well makes these fights much easier. Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of cheating your way into OSL if the game's not telling you to go there. I know the logic is basically non-existent, but it's so much resources spent and so much time lost if it's not there. And, you know, even if it's on Carpenter, you're looking at fighting that multiple times probably. I'm a big fan of gambling, especially when you know you're against runners that are like a tier above you in skill, but there are still smart places to gamble at, and I think cheating your way into OSL is probably one of the worst gambles that are available to people in the game. Especially if that access is locked behind a blue that is in a really weird non-farmable blue spot, and you don't have Aegis Blade either, which means you gotta waste a bunch of money on healing items to get through. Just not a great look. Yeah, glasses were on the way to Secret Sorcerer Lab. So, pretty sure that Axel can assume that he's well out in front here, and he's going to have better resources to finish this off. So, slow and steady will do it for second place. Should be wrapping that up in about a minute and a half. With infinite MP and standstill, both of these fights are basically trivialized. Which is funny because they're literally what gatekeeps a lot of us out of finishing certain runs when we get the good stuff too early. But you're going to see Dom and Bale absolutely invalidated here. Yeah, I wonder if he's seeing Void Ray now and Chisel Barrage going, oh, I definitely could have used those to make my life a little easier. Oh, and also a Cursed Ring. So, yeah, Flamethrower actually would be good here as well because you can't stand still Dominique, so yeah, she's immune to standstill. Flamethrower would stun her into Oblivion, and definitely control her a bit more. Although with Void Ray, you can kind of just sit back. If Void Ray Infinite MP, you can just kind of sit back out of range of half of her stuff, and you know.
No choice. Bale, I summon thee to
Yeah,
my side.
doesn't really matter with this much gear. Cursed Ring or Skull Necklace, either one, adding so much damage to an Infinite MP good shard like Void Ray or Faltib, you know. And we're gonna get a. Oh, now you can stand still this boss. You just have to wait for Dom to pop up. And there we go. Switch to Taib. Or no, Aqua Stream's fine. Oh, no crouch tech though. Yeah, I mean, no need to hurt your thumb even more after an hour and 15 plus of playing. you know you've got this wrapped up. You can safely assume that Yi does not have glasses or standstill. Not a play I would have made either. I would have just come down here and farmed without glasses. And Axel's going to be your second place finisher with a time of 1:20.22. Congratulations, Axel. Well played. Well played. Almost got freaked with the Okie Doke. Good thing that there was no craft work on Doppler. That might have been bad. So, and then we're going to stick here with Yeehaw while he finishes it up. Definitely glad I did not play this seed. It would have been a nightmare. GG's to all. Is he going to forfeit or finish this out? Oh, just checking. Looks like he's going to go ahead and forfeit it out. He's asking where Dimension Shift is. Let him know it's on Demon Lord. Yep. And that's a miserable farm as well. I mean, there's not really anything else left. There was Cremery, Demon Lord, and then finding Craftwork or Gale Crawler and potentially Aegis Plate to get into OSL where it was not. So no real place where it could have been where it wasn't miserable. Everyone covered every place where it was a decent farm at, and yeah, interesting race. Routing pretty much straightforward. There was really nothing to do other than maybe gamble on Den early with no great things to use to farm Demon Lord or Gremory. So yeah, tough one. But hey, Night Crew, we're back, baby. Let's go. I hope that the grand finals for the tournament. Coming up soon. I don't know. Yeah, Jeebles again. We're on the way to Secret Sorcery Lab, where we almost never go in any run. So okay. So we're still waiting for grand final scheduling. So if you check out the playlist that will be linked in the description box on the YouTube video down below for the tournament from 2023. Just know that the reason there's no finals is because it has not taken place at the time of this race yet. So if you are watching this before that takes place, definitely check out the finals when the finals happen. And if you have stumbled across this post the tournament being complete, the playlist will have the whole tournament in there from 2023. Strongly recommend checking that out. Again, I did commentate some of those matches. We had a really great tournament this year. Can't wait for the next one. It's going to be fun. But yeah, this seed was bunk. But that's what happens, you know. At least it wasn't soft locked. So, yeah, there we go, guys. It was fun. I would have normally people in for interviews after this, talk about what happened, but I'm exhausted. I've been up all day. It is a holiday, so I'm going to go ahead and jump off to sleep. And hopefully we'll be back. I think I'll be back playing something on Saturdays. I'll be back on the 30th playing something. Don't know what yet. But yeah, everybody hopefully you have a good holiday season. I hope you guys have a happy new year. Check out the Late Crew Race team. We are back racing. And also, I will have the Discord linked in the description box below as well. So if you want to join us over there, if you're interested in getting started with a Bloodstained Ritual of the Night Randomizer, please click on that, join Discord, come and hang out with us over there. All right, guys, have a happy new year. We'll see you on the next one.